Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. After many requests, I've finally gotten around to making a video on Optimus. So, in this video, I intend to give a general overview of the project by talking about its core mechanics, including the usage of rebases, how the protocol bot stabilizes the price, how the trading bots play into the process, and how the liquidity will be affected over time. I intend to follow up this video with a more data-focused analysis, including the creation of a Dune Analytics dashboard, but I thought I'd release this one first just to explain the general mechanics of the project and basically just to give people a chance to correct me in case I have anything wrong. If you've heard of Optimus, you're aware that it pays 1% daily, which it pays out via rebasing. Basically, you hold the Opt token in your wallet and every day your Opt balance magically increases by 1%. And to answer a question I've seen asked, yes, this does effectively auto-compound your earnings, as the daily 1% is applied to the amount of Opt in the wallet at the time of the rebase, including what has been earned in previous rebases. Whilst this sounds cool, it does result in the total supply increasing by 1% every day, meaning that the token supply does suffer from inflation over time. As the Opt in the LP also rebases, we can almost view this like an efficient market, where the price would immediately decrease by 1% to reflect the increased token supply. However, the team's aware of this, and the tokens that the LP gains through rebasing are automatically burned to negate this price decrease. The circulating supply does still increase by 1% though, so you might still expect the price to decrease as people sell their rebases, which is where the bots used by Optimus come in. The first bot I'll discuss is what I'll refer to as the protocol bot, which is used to stabilize the price of Opt. And I think it's important to note, this bot doesn't necessarily produce income for investors. Its primary function is to stabilize the price action of Opt. So, for a second, imagine a project that doesn't have any bots trading with a token price of $2. If a user made a substantial sale and limited liquidity was available, the price might drop down to, say, $1. The price will stay there until another user makes a purchase. So if someone now makes a buy of equal volume to the initial sell, we'd see the token return back to its original price of $2. Now imagine the same sell and buy order on a token, but with the addition of a trading bot like Optimus's protocol bot. After the first sell order, the price would drop down to $1, at which point the protocol bot would buy, immediately returning the price back to $2. When the second user buys in at a later date, it would increase the price to $3, at which point the protocol bot would sell, returning the price back down to $2. This is obviously a simplified representation with only two active users buying and selling and substantial price variation, but it makes it apparent how the token price is the same at the end either way. The bot basically just smoothed out the price action to stabilize the price at the target or floor price. And if you're at all familiar with trading bots, you probably recognize this as a grid bot, which trades between two levels, creating a price range for the token that it trades over. And in the scenario I just described, the protocol bot would have actually profited, as it was able to buy low and sell high, which is why people run grid bots in the first place. But notice that the protocol bot effectively dumped on this user who bought in, resulting in a short-term loss for that user, which is why I say this bot doesn't necessarily bring in profit for the project investors, it just stabilizes the price. As a side note, this brings about the interesting concept of people running their own private grid bots on Optimus, as it is basically a prime candidate due to how the price will tend to reliably fluctuate over a price range. The team initially encouraged private bots, stating that they helped stabilize the price even further. Now, I thought this was a bit unusual, as imagine in our previous example, the protocol bot is buying at $1 and selling at $3. You could basically just set up a private bot to buy at $1 and sell just under where the protocol bot does. This would basically be guaranteed money, as you know the protocol bot will buy at this level, preventing you from losing money. However, it also denies the protocol bot the opportunity to sell the Opt it has purchased. Over time, this will put a draining pressure on the protocol bot, basically allowing those that run the private bots to siphon off extra profit from the project's earnings. Now, I'm guessing something similar to this actually happened, as in the V3 version, the team has implemented measures to restrict the operation of private bots, so unlucky to everyone that was running those bots. So I've outlined the first type of bot that Optimus runs. Now for the second. Similarly to how Stablefund operates, the details of these bots are not public or proven. They are said to trade multiple pairs and are basically the source of income for the project that is used to support the protocol bot purchasing back opt from the market to stabilize the price. This is required in scenarios where sell pressure substantially outweighs buy pressure, where the bot is not immediately able to sell the purchased opt back to the market, similar to what was being caused by the private bots. Without a source of income, the protocol bot would eventually run out of funds to purchase opt in these scenarios. In the event that sell and buy pressure are relatively balanced, the income can be used for two things. The most obvious of which is just buying up opt regardless of the price to increase the floor price that the protocol bot is maintaining, and the second is to deepen the liquidity of the project, which is what I'll discuss now. So, forgetting about the trading bots for a minute, imagine we have the circulating supply rebasing each day, and the LP, which essentially holds a fixed amount of opt, as the tokens it receives through rebasing are immediately burnt. Even if the LP starts out with 10 times the amount of tokens as the circulating supply, say 100 tokens compared to 10, rebasing will eventually cause the circulating supply to increase to a greater balance than what the LP holds. This would cause a massive amount of price impact and slippage for anyone trying to sell their opt at this stage. However, the protocol bot actually holds around 50% of the total supply of opt, which does increase through rebasing each day. As the bot's opt holding increases through rebases, these opt tokens can be paired with the trading bot earnings and injected into the LP to increase its liquidity over time. The TLDR of all of this is that, as you might expect, in the long run, the project is entirely dependent on the trading bots to be earning enough to maintain the price as well as deepen the liquidity. And it's important to note, it has to do both of these things. Even if the price is maintained, you wouldn't be able to sell it if the token has basically become illiquid. The opposite scenario is also true, where a massive amount of liquidity is irrelevant if the price is continually decreasing. It's worth pointing out as well that as long as, on average, new users are joining the platform, it is quite easy for the protocol bot to maintain the price without needing external funds to be earned. That is because, as I pointed out, as long as there is eventual buy pressure to give the protocol bot the chance to sell, it's actually making money, not spending it. I believe that there have been several rather large sell-off events recently that the protocol bot was able to cope with and maintain the price, so that is reassuring, but I also haven't properly looked into the chain data to verify this yet. I also don't believe that any liquidity has been injected from the trading bots yet, so it would be interesting to see that occur. I've also seen a few people mention that the project will eventually become deflationary through the LP burning its rebases, but I don't entirely believe that to be accurate. Again, this is something I plan to look into, and I'll include that in my next Optimus video as well. Anyways guys, hopefully this video gives an overview and explanation of the core mechanics of Optimus. If you think I have something wrong, or any feedback, comments in general, please leave it in the comments below. Cheers.